Welcome back. Feeling stressed out? Did you know that 4 key nutrients in our bodies are rapidly depleted when we are stressed? So Trudy joins us now with how we can get those nutrients back with stress-busting foods. And Trudy, the World Health Organization has called stress the health epidemic of the 21st century. That's a big deal. Why is that?
Oh, that's right, Tracy, and it's certainly not getting any better during uncertain times like this. But about 80% of all doctor's office visits are due to stress-related ailments.
See, I did not know that. So stress is something we need to get on top of. We need to get in control of it. What can you suggest for us that we need to be focused on in order to bring up certain nutrients that are going because of stress?
Yeah, so the thing is that a lot of people know when they're stressed, but very few people actually take preventative measures or take action when they're actually feeling stressed out. And like you mentioned earlier, there are 4 key nutrients that get depleted in our body during times of stress. So the first one that we have is magnesium. So magnesium supports not only the muscles and the tissues and the joints in your body, it also helps to create enzymes that help to prevent stress. But fortunately, there's lots of different sources of magnesium that we can get in our diet through things like bananas, kale, and even dark chocolate.
Oh, see, you just threw that in there because you knew I wanted to hear that. Good. Dark chocolate has magnesium. I love that. What other stress-busting nutrients do we need, Trudy?
Well, just one other note about magnesium, Tracy, is that one of the primary symptoms of low magnesium is a low mood. And also from a mental health standpoint, a lot of stress, symptoms of stress and anxiety and depression are thought to be related to a magnesium deficiency. So the other nutrient that we have as well is iron. So iron is really important, and a lot of people are actually very deficient in iron. But there's actually 2 different sources of iron that I wanted to talk about. And one of them is heme, and then the other one is non-heme. So heme iron we get from red meat sources predominantly, whereas non-heme we get from plant-based sources. So some really great sources of iron would be things like broccoli as well as lentils.
Okay, that's interesting. Iron deficiency definitely runs in my family, and it's something I fluctuate in and out of. And you really have to stay on top of it because not only do you feel tired, it affects your mood, doesn't it? Low iron.
Oh, it's so true, Tracy. It absolutely does affect your mood. You'll feel fatigued. You might even feel dizzy, pale skin, brittle nails. Those are some of the symptoms. And the other thing with iron is sometimes it can be problematic because it can be difficult to absorb. So that's why I like recommending that people eat vitamin C rich foods along with iron, because vitamin C helps with the absorption of iron. So when I'm making, let's say, a green smoothie in the morning, I'll toss in some strawberries or some kiwis that are a great source of vitamin C to make sure that I'm absorbing the iron from those dark leafy greens.
Okay, I love that. Vitamin C is a good one. What foods do you think we should be trying to consume throughout the day, Trudy?
Yeah, well, like I said, with vitamin C, that's a key one because vitamin C is not only important during times of stress, it's also really important for boosting your immune system as well. And the other thing with vitamin C is that your adrenal glands need vitamin C to manufacture those adrenal hormones that help us during times of stress. So some things that you can add, and this is perfect for the summer, are citrus fruits, so grapefruits, lemons. I also like adding kiwi as well. That's another great source. Strawberries, and even bell peppers, which have more vitamin C than oranges.
Ooh, I did not know that. Now, you also say B vitamins are important to stay on top of.
Yes, this is a big one because B vitamins help with the production of the neurotransmitter serotonin. And that's the neurotransmitter that puts us in a good mood and makes us feel happy.
Where would we find our B vitamins? What foods might hold them?
Yeah, so we have some sweet potatoes, we have red cabbage, and we have some avocados as well. The other thing is with vitamin B12 in particular, vitamin B12 can be a little bit difficult to get through food, especially for vegans and vegetarians. So some sources you can add to your diet there if you happen to be vegan or vegetarian are things like fermented foods, so miso, sauerkraut. You can also add sea vegetables, so things like nori that you wrap your sushi in, or wakame or arame are also really great options as well.
Okay, you've given us a really good list of foods that can really uplift our mood and our energy, and food is medicine. So we really do appreciate the reminder here, Trudy. Thank you for that. Such great info.